Hello people. Right, I've had a difficult day today. I've been in and out and up to all sorts. So a few trades. I've taken three trades today. But as I say, it's been a difficult day. So with other commitments. But what I thought I'd do is now I've just got back to the charts. I thought I'd just do an assessment right from the start. So we'll start with the weekly and just put levels, because this is how I've mentioned before, but if you've not seen my videos before, I clear my head and get ready for any potential trades. So on the left we've got two levels that may affect the price. The low of that green bar there, this is a weekly number, and the potentially, if it was going to go down, excuse me, the low of that one, and also potentially if it's going to go down, it's going to be affected by that possible price pivot zone area there, PPZ or flip zone, call it what you like. So that's the weekly chart. We've got I can put a high on the weekly current candle because that's obviously forced the price down, and I can put a high on the previous candle. This candle and the previous week, and we could put one on this one as well, because this the price has pushed through that, and then it's used this as resistance of some sort, support rather, on this candle, because we can see the price has clearly gone all the way down and then pushed right back up again. So something is going on there. We need that level on there. Excuse me. Bearing in mind I'm doing this to see if I can find a trade now. I've just got back to the charts, as I say. So daily levels, we can see we're in between a high and a low here, so we can put today's high and low on there now, because they would affect what price is going to do. You know, I see it's either got to break through that the current resistance on this daily chart, or it's got to break through the daily support. And then we put yesterday's resistance on here as well. I know it looks a bit of a mess now, but when you're on a 1 minute chart looking for a trade, it all becomes clear. And the day's low, and we've still got this is still live, if you like, because it's not been closed below or above. So we'll just drag the high onto that one, and we shall drag the low onto that one. It's an inside bar, by the way, in case you're new to candlestick analysis. And that's about all we can tell from that. We can start looking at the indicator now. RSI Histo Alert, which I think is fantastic. This one's been on my charts 15 years or more. This one has been on my charts for 3 or 4 months, and I'm still learning about it, but it gives far more information than this one. And if you've not seen any of my videos before, the reason I like this is I don't like squiggly lines. I like the precision, because you can get the levels on these bars precisely, so you know whether it's slightly higher or it's slightly lower. And I like the idea of a traffic light indicator as well. I've always liked that style of indicator, never the squiggly lines. So we could draw ascending and descending trend lines on these charts, but I'm not going to bother now. I do use them. I might do on a lower time frame. H4, what's that telling us? Right, well, we've broken the previous H4 high, but it may well come back and test it as support. We've broken this high by the looks, well, yeah, we have clearly, but we've not closed above it. We could put this support level in because we're above that now, but we still haven't closed through it, so it could well use it as support, or support becomes resistance still. If this comes all the way back down below it and closes, then it's a very good signal that to the bearish side, to the short side, because it held as support becoming resistance. That's what I mean to say. So what else is there to note from this chart? Well, this is a massively bullish sign if it closes above the 20, but remember we've got 2 hours to go of this 4-hour bar, so anything could happen, literally. In terms of valid reversals, we've got a problem here. We haven't reversed to the upside, and we haven't reversed to the downside. By that I mean we needed to close high, low, lower, high, lower, low. We needed to close above that, and we haven't. And low, high, higher, low, higher, high. We needed to close below that for shorts, and we haven't done that either. So we're clearly in a range on this cable chart at the moment. But we're clearly in high, low, inside bar, lower, high, lower, low. So we're clearly in a long candlestick swing trend. That break there signified to go longs, and you'll need to watch my previous videos if you're new to this. But when resistance on the candlestick is broken, what do I always say? Comes back, tests it as support. More often than not, this could be traded. When you're up here and you know you've broken that resistance, there is a strong possibility it will come back and test it as support, which it did to the pip by the looks of it. Let's have a look. The high on that was 121296, and the low on that was, oh come on, I don't have to put a level on there. I will do. The low was 121313. So hardly a few pips in it. So, and that's the essence of candlesticks, and the precision that I realized that how price moves, the precise nature of it, and that was all due to 2B reversals back in the day, about 15 years ago, 13 years ago, probably 2 years into my price action analysis. So what can we do from here? So back to H4, we are currently trying to break this downtrend here, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, with a new low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. So it needs to close above here in 2 hours for this to be back on track with bullishness. So if we were down here, we can trade to this high with a great deal of confidence, using the indicator and the understanding of price action as I do, which I think is unique. I don't know anyone else that does this. So what can we do from H1 looking at this chart? H1, well, clearly we have reversed to the long side with this close here. Not sure whether that red's the lowest low. Yes, it is. So high, low, lower, high, lower, low, and then we just need to keep singing the song until we break the high of that candle there. I'll put a level on there. That's it there. Now what do we say? Remember, there's a high chance that it will come back and test resistance as support, but because this candle's so large here, it's broken through this one here as well, the H1 high, so it's quite likely that that high would be used as support in this instance, and the price will continue up. So if we get a green bar bust through the high of that green bar there, that's how I use this indicator now. Like in this sort of situation here, green bar broke the high of that bar, busted through the 20, and look what happened to price. I did trade that in fact on pound yen yesterday for 34 pips, so which is a lot for me. So here it is now reversing, but you cannot assume it will just reverse and test these resistance levels that will be tested as support, and before the price continues you have to use the analysis on the lower time frames. I hope you are following this. If you're not, then you need to go and watch some of my videos. So here we have a potential reversal, low, high, higher, low, higher, high on the 30 minute. This is support. That in order for this to reverse, properly reverse, it needs to close below on the 30 minute time frame. I hope you can see what I'm talking about here. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high. And this is trying to now reverse on the 30 minute chart. If I wasn't making this video, I would probably be trading this. But, you know, I don't jump into trades. It's important that you use discipline. You've also got the hourly 8 EMA here, which tends to attract the price also. But again, it's not traded on its own. You know, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Never assume anything. In my opinion, always wait for these reversals to close, and so on and so forth. So all we got here now is a test. We've got 26 minutes to go in this 30 minute candle, so anything can happen. It could go like that on the lower time frame, finally close on the 30 minute, and then what do I say you need to wait for? The resistance, the support then to be tested as resistance, so a slight pullback, and potentially that can be traded long again then. So yeah, there was a brilliant trade here as it happens. And remember, we can use the lower time frames to attack the higher time frames. So what do I mean by that? Well, on the M15 we do the same candlestick swing song, and depending on which is the highest, the last candle there, the high of that one is 383 and the high of that one is 381. So that's the high, low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. Is this the highest out of those two? Which one do we need to count? High 4258, high 4260. So that's the low, high, higher, low, higher, high. I know this isn't a higher low, but that's how we look at these candles. That is the support needed breaking in order to possibly attack this level. So I hope you are following, guys. If not, ask questions. So I couldn't trade this with a valid reversal to the downside, because this low had repelled the price there and not closed below it. It had repelled the price there and not closed below it. Actually, I didn't check whether that was the highest high. 387. Got to remind myself now, that was the high, wasn't it? 383. Oh, that was the highest high. I do apologise, guys. So low, high. Forget the inside bars and things. Lower low, higher low, higher high. This then was the low that needed closing below on the 5-minute chart here, 15-minute chart. So yeah, that could have been a critical mistake there by not doing the proper analysis. So that we can delete that. That means nothing now. Sorry, this is how it works on the fly. I do apologise. Sometimes I don't check these things. Looks a complete mess there, but what we need to do is low, high, and then disregard anything that is not higher than that. Just got double. It just looks. That's really bizarre how that looks. Yeah, definitely 0.2 of a pip lower. Low, high, inside bars, higher, low, higher, high. And then the reversal, high, low, lower, high, lower, low. We need a close below that, and then wait for the pull back to test this level, and then if we get the same configuration on the next time frame down, the 5 minute, we can trade this short to the H1 or the H4 that's low below us. So that's the analysis, guys. That's the level I go to. This is the indicator I absolutely love. When it does these breakouts, you can see into the long side, boom, up it goes, pull back, up it goes again, little pullback, and up it goes again. I absolutely love this. I implore you to get it on your charts. It's different colors than this. You know, when you load it up, change it to what color you like. That was my dog in the background there, always causing me problems. And study it. And another thing that I don't mention enough is that when you understand price action, that's when you can load, you know, really got a good knowledge of price action, you can load up an indicator, and the price action will teach you how the indicator works, in my opinion. Loads of people will tell you they hate indicators, and indicators are for amateurs and all that lot. Not if you understand price action. And I really do understand price action. I'm sorry about my dog, but I can't have to make another video. Then, you know, an indicator like this that I've used for 15 years, I can see the benefits, or my dog is doing my head in. Sorry, I'm going to have to pause this. My apologies, people. And I had to apologise to my dog. She was telling me that it was our afternoon tea time, and I had forgotten it. God almighty, dogs, eh? You'd have them. So this has moved down and pushed down again. But where was I? I was talking about indicators, and how indicators, as long as they're non-repainting, and as long as, well, you don't have to do the analysis, because I've done it, all years and years and years of it. And I can tell you this is fantastic. And I think I'll call it a day at that, guys. I'm waiting for a long. There's no way I want to go short into the daily pivot here, that I don't really use to trade, but the more of I leave it on my charts just to give me an idea what's going on. Never really traded pivots. But all these things combined, this hourly 8 EMA, this new indicator I found, sorry, this is just showing you the close of the price above the hourly 8 EMA. Very useful, but I don't use it really. It's just an alert that if I'm away from the charts, I can set it to give me an alert. So there you have it, guys. You mustn't, disclaimer, you mustn't trade anything I talk about on these charts. Learn to trade it. Your trades are your own choice. But I'm waiting for potential long, and if I wanted to go short, then I would want to see, because we've got this swing trend as well, low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. It's just trending up. Don't want to be trading against that, really. But this isn't a recommendation, guys. Remember the disclaimer. But it is, you know, this is where you want to be trading when you've just had the cross, getting in somewhere like that. But you know, we're overextended. Oh, I do use divergence in my trading as well, and the divergence shown by this, in my opinion, is far better than what I used to use, this old indicator. So once again, this free indicator, I really can't, I don't know who built it and how he arrived at this 20 level, but it works fabulously. So anyway, that's it, guys. This I don't want to go on much longer, because I will end up over the videos, if they get too large, I can't save them. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.